Hi, and welcome to another quick video by me. This is going back over the LongAmp Blare compared to the Soul Food, the JHS modded Soul Food. Initially, I shall run it as a Soul Food to give you a comparison of the two. I'm redoing this video because before I had the Blare, which is a LongAmp's rendition of the exotic BB preamp, hence BB Blare. But I had it sitting on top of the Joyo looper, and obviously the metal carcass, metal switcher, etc, etc. Lots of power going through these various pedals. There was an element of static and a lot of background noise. You'll hear some background noise at the moment, but that is literally background noise of the amp itself. I am, at this point in time, the pedal board is completely muted. So yeah, there is not a lot going on. So yeah, I'm comparing it to, of course, how I use my JHS modded Soul Food. I use it, generally speaking, in the clon setting, which is the little diode switch up and the bass contour full. But I shall give you a quick demo of how it sounds against the standard Electro-Harmonix sound, which is switched down as it is at the moment. So I'm using my Gibson BFG with the P90 in the neck and the Burst Bucker 3 in the bridge. So yeah, a bit of variety. Single coil, well, P90 fat single coil, and humbucker. So yeah, here we go. So this will be the LongAmp Blare, the silver pedal with the bear. This is neck P90. So go bridge humbucker, Soul Food. So B is Soul Food, A is Blare. So yeah, that's the P90 through both of those two. I'll flick it up to the clon diode, which is a little bit louder, so excuse me while I adjust. See, again, there's a different voicing to the JHS now, obviously in when the B is highlighted. Now, the Blare doesn't quite replicate it like this, so it doesn't quite replicate the clon modification sort of voicing. But it's not meant to. It's meant to be a replica of the Blare. It is the Blare. It's meant to be a replica of the BB preamp. But generally speaking, I think LongAmp have done a good version, not a good pedal, full stop. It's a nice overdrive in that, I'll show you in a minute how it can wind up to a lot higher gain than the Soul Food. But you know, it's horses for courses, depends what you're after, etc, etc. Also the orange pedal there is a LongAmp Moonraker reverb. which, when talking to a guy about reverbs, he was in the process of coming up with this idea, or doing this pedal, and yeah, spoke through it with him. So the little design on it, etc., is sort of a design that I'd sent him, not of my drawing, I must add, but a design that I'd sent him from an old 70s clunker mountain bike kind of thing, ridden by a bear, keeping the bear theme going. So yeah, it's not quite a replica of the Klon sounding JHS. I think that's where the Klon and the sort of that Klon sound is a bit more mid-rangey. Maybe a little bit less gain. Excuse my awful socks. I've just realised what horrible socks I've got, and from washing a bath, they're actually slightly bleached. First world problems and all that. But yeah, so there's that comparison. But now to go sort of solely to the actual LongAmp, I shall whack the gain up, go to about sort of 10 o'clock. Sort of stupidly then, they are quite alike, so much so that I was pissing about the gain and still using the sulfur. Still quite, there's a lot of clarity to the pedal still. You can still hear the guitar underneath it. So yeah, that is generally how I would use it, somewhere around that on the gain stack. So then I would have various levels of gain. Going to 1, which is my main gain sounds, going from Soul Food, which is fairly mild, to a Bear's Blare, which is a bit hotter, to the Rovwell without the black eye, amp distortion. To Rovwell with black eye back down. does. Works well with other pedals too. Using it with, so this will be using in conjunction with the Strymon and the other LongAmp pedal. Yeah, so I like it. Works like an overdrive should, obviously. Sorry, putting plectrum down, muting pedal board. But yeah, give the guy a look. As I've said before on other pedal board videos, yes, he's a good guy. There's an element of customness to it, in that I'm pretty sure if you wanted a Bears Blare, but you wanted it in a different colourway, he'd be able to do that. Because he generally buys the casings, the various size casings. Generally they're a generic size, so you'll get the Polytune size casing, you'll get the JHS or the Electro Harmonics and Black Eye size casings, and then you get those casings. They've all got different numbered titles. Yeah, and then he just sends them off to have them laser etched for the various controls, etc. So, yeah, relatively speaking, if you want it in black, if you want it in orange, you could, no doubt. But yeah, give him a shout. He's on Reverb to sell, but he's also on Instagram, etc. He's got a few little bits and pieces on YouTube, I believe, as well. But yeah, LongAmp. Long as in length, amp as in amplifier. Anyway, that's it for me. Cheers for watching. Comments, feel free to chuck them in the bottom. Anyway, chuck them in the bottom. That sounds terribly wrong. Yeah, I'd rather you didn't chuck them in my bottom, but please do chuck any comments in the comments section. Thank you. Bye bye.